Howdy everybody, this is Laura with Untitled Typewriters, and today, I think it's crooked, I have a Tower Commander, and I left the year downstairs. I don't remember the year. It'll be in the description. Yeah, I think it's a 1960 or something like that. But if it looks familiar to you, what does it remind you of? This is actually made by Smith Corona for the Sears Corporation. And if it looks familiar, it's because it's very similar to the body shape of like the Sterling or the Super Sterling or Super Silent. And it's that same body style, except for this area right here isn't quite as rounded as the Smith Coronas are. It's a little, has a kind of an edge to it right here, but the color looks familiar because it's that same seafoam green color that everybody absolutely loves. So I'm excited to give this guy a try, and let's see how it types. So obviously has a lot of the similarities other than a slightly different shape up here. The Tower logo on top. Here you've got the paper holder, obviously your margins, press and drag. Let's flip this over because that's where your tabs are gonna be, sure enough. Here's your bar. The key is right here. You've got two keys in this typewriter, and so you just put it wherever you would like. I'm gonna put this one right here. Okay, and actually, if you look right, I don't know if you can see it, but right down in here, it says Sears, Roebuck and Company. Pretty cool. But actually manufactured by Smith Corona. Okay. Move that over to the left. Let's pop open the top inside. You'll see we've put in a universal ribbon. Again, we have a photo of this in the product description so you can see how to load it if you've got one of these Tower Commanders at home and you want to know how to thread your ribbon. There's an up-close photo so you can use that as a reference. Also, when it's time to change it out, they pop in and out. Really easy, black on top, red on bottom. Just thread through as you see it in the photo, and voila. Now you do need to, with our universal ribbons and the ones that we hand roll, you do need to manually reverse the ribbon, and you do that right here. Okay, because when you get to the end of the spool, it's not the end of the ink. You just need to reverse the direction, and you'll reverse that many, many times before you need to replace this ribbon. It will last you a long time. But when it is time to change it out, go to JotUntitledTypewriters.com to get new ribbon. Okay, on the right side, you'll also see the color selector, black on top, red on bottom. White means stencil, you're not going to use it, and if it's on white, it's not going to type. All right, put this down. Bring it in, let's load some paper and we'll keep going. Just set paper there, turn the handle, bring it through, make sure it goes underneath that bar. I like to make sure, sorry, I can't tell if this is even or not. That this is even, which it is, it's perfect. But if it wasn't, then your paper adjustment is over here on the right. You pull that forward, it loosens the tension for you, and then you can move your paper around. Just make sure you re-engage it, because otherwise it's not going to advance properly. Also, when you get to the end of your margin, you'll hear that bell, nice little bell, and that means hit the return handle and it'll take you to the next line. Now, to release your carriage, if you want to move your carriage, there's a metal handle behind these roller handles and you just pull them in, doesn't matter which side. And the carriage will move as far as you have the margins set. Now I want the margins a little more narrow, so I'm gonna bring them in. There we go. Also, when you hit your return handle, this is a line selector. That'll determine if it's gonna advance 1, 2, or 3 lines. Also, in case you ever get to the point where your paper's just not lining up quite right, maybe you have a line or a check mark on here, there's a button. Sorry, not a button, a lever. And you can't probably even hardly see it in a photo or in the video, but it's right here. And if you press it down, see my finger, it's gonna be right in here, that releases your roller, and that way you kind of fine tune or fine adjust so you can get things to line up just right. Just make sure you re-engage it, same as with the paper release. All right, let's type. No number 1, so you use a lowercase l. 19, I think I'm gonna say 60 because I think that's what it is. I'm guessing right now. Tower Commander, I misspelled that. All right, let's keep going. Have that tab way far over, so where am I? Couldn't remember what line I was on. Okay, let's do some sentences. Two keys at once doesn't work. There's that bell. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so margin release right here will let me finish that word. Hit margin release. There we go. This feels like a silent. So Smith Corona has a couple of different typewriters that they look the same, but there's slightly small differences. There's like the standard, the clipper, the silent, super silent, sterling, or whatever. This feels like the silent because it has a bit of a muffled feel and sound when I'm typing, which has the same characteristics as a Smith Corona silent. Okay, so one thing I have noticed is the shift lock does seem to come unlocked on its own. Whoops. Okay, sorry, I feel like Butterfingers today. I'm not typing very well. Okay. All right, so let me just say this. It's this is a good typewriter. However, that being said, I cannot go quickly on this typewriter. It's very slow and methodical. So otherwise it was getting a little stiff on me. And so I'm gonna have Rob give this a good, give the escapement a good once over one more time. However, I think this typewriter is just something that if you are a fast typist, this is not the typewriter for you. But if you are a slow, methodical typer, then you're gonna like this typewriter because it's still a very good quality machine. It does have that dampening feel and sound to me, so it's not gonna be quite as loud as other typewriters, which makes this a good choice to take to maybe a coffee shop or a cafe. So that is my assessment of this typewriter. If you have some questions, let me know, and thanks for watching.